right now, but it's like, are you for not being prepared? Because you have the same kind of sentiments, the same type of mentalities that exist right now that have been being passed on from generation to the next of the people who were terrorizing them 3 generations ago. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of mistakes that they make are because they're not connected with that older generation. Me and my children just got finished studying the Willie Lynch letter. And a part of that letter is separating the old from the young, like you said. You know, and so I discussed with my daughter, I said, you know, your mother had you out of wedlock. You know, I said, but did you know that her mother had children out of wedlock? And then my wife took over and said, did you know that her mother had children out of wedlock? But when a child knows that, now that makes her current situation look a little bit different. They're not so quick to make certain choices because they realize I have a chance to break history. I have a chance to do something monumental in my family. I could be the first girl that didn't have children out of wedlock. You know, so just by that alone, they start to police themselves differently once they're aware of their past, you know, and what they have the opportunity to do. So yeah, it's definitely excellent.
You can trust kids with the truth, and people don't get that. Right. You really can. You can trust kids with the truth because they're not stupid, and they are out there navigating all the crazy stuff that's going on. It's, you know, I one of the things I advocate for a lot is for, you know, against teen pregnancy, and people in the city, they walk around, people in charge are pretending that it's not an issue here, and we are denying these bright, beautiful, wonderful young women a chance to break cycles. They won't give them the truth, you know? Well, don't have sex. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is that going to work?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And these young people, if you give them the truth, they will make different decisions. Not all of them, but a huge percentage of them will. They just will. And the young men have to take, you know, they will too. They'll think twice about it too. But you got to tell them the truth. You know?
A lot of times they already know, and they know you hiding from them, which makes you look funnier to them in the first place.
Yeah. Because they may just be doing it just to see if you're gonna be truthful with
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
I always thought about that because, you know, like, the truth is what's holding people down. You know, because I mean, if you really look way back in time, years and years ago, I mean, kings and queens used to be young, you know, 13, 14 years old. But nowadays, we look at a 10, 12, 13-year-old as if, man, you're just a little child, you're not ready for this, you know?
Yeah.
Not telling them the truth, when really this person had a lot of potential. I mean, especially at that age, you know, got a lot of energy, ambitious, you know, just
And they're
can
inundated.
do a lot of things.
You know, they really are inundated with bad information from television, from music, from the movies. And I don't want to censor any of that stuff. Please don't think I do, because I don't believe in that at all. But if they're getting inundated with all that sensory stuff, then it's our responsibility to give them the correct information.
Right.
You know, I hung around with some shady characters in high school. I did. I liked walking around the perimeter of bad. I did. But I had enough knowledge and I had enough information to know that I had boundaries. I wasn't going to cross certain boundaries. You know?
I mean, sometimes we got to look at it as the way that we perceive things as well. Because, you know, you might have a kid that's so often in school, a kid will get labeled as being bad and, you know, oh, he's special ed because he doesn't listen. Well, really, you know, oh, he's rebellious. When really, he might have really been a leader. You know, but you just killed that whole energy.
It all depends how you look
put
at
such
it,
a
right?
bad thing on it, you know, so we got to learn how to really, you know, perceive it and channel it in the right way.
Yeah.
Teach them how to.
Hey, Sai, you want to say a few words? Saya, she had an opportunity to travel down to Ferguson.
You did?
Yes, she traveled down to Ferguson. We did an initiative, and you know, she has a unique perspective on a lot of things that you may see in the media or hear about that she had, you know, eyewitness accounts about.
Why you laughing? Exactly, right. What can I say about Ferguson?
What would you say about
about
so
the youth
much.
down
Yeah,
there,
about the youth
what,
and-
you know, your impressions from.
I could definitely tell you that the youth, as you were saying, that they definitely more intelligent than we give them credit for. They definitely know what's going on, and they have taken, you know, with this, you know, we've doubted them, but they've taken the lead in this whole movement. You know, they're down there, they're hurting like, you know, people just look at them like, you a bunch of thugs, you less than, you nothing. Like, you know, they hurt and they losing people every day, and they're ready to give their lives to make change so that their babies don't have to live through this. And that's what you'll hear brothers and sisters saying. They're like, oh, we ready to, whatever it takes.